in London, and he was calling Ojukwu, label. He called him different names, because he was used by the British during that time. And you find out that nobody actually answers Zeke in this age anymore. You don't hear like the word is people answering the name Zeke or Ifajuna. The same thing. You are not going to hear people will start distancing themselves from the name. Hopeless or whatever, because of this kind of attitude. They are not going to stay in that country. Let me tell you one thing with all these politicians you see today. They know everything that is going on in this country. They know very, very well. They know that there is no hope for Nigeria. Well, everybody is just trying to see what they can get. Majority of the politicians today have dual citizenship in different South American countries. They have dual citizenship. They bought because they sell their citizenship. You pay them money, they give you citizenship. They have property, they have investment there, and they give them dual citizenship. So they're waiting anytime something happens. All of them will fly away from this country. All of them. That is why they manage it that way. They don't care because they know, all of them. Coming to Tinubu, there is serious problem between Tinubu and the Fulanis. And that problem is still ongoing. Remember, PM tweeted about the queue, and the military was the first to come and deny it. That is not true. But later on, the Minister of Defense now told Tinubu that they should arrest those planning the coup. But the military denied it. Then Tinubu now invited some members of the people planning the coup and give them money, sorted them. So it has been ongoing in terms of dividing Nigeria. They don't have any other option than to divide this country. They don't have any other option. There is no hope for that country. It's just the problem is that the other small ethnicity and all that, that are even feeling the pain. They don't behave as if they are feeling the pain. That is the problem. If people in Middle Belt now rise up against these people, I'm telling you, Nigeria will be divided overnight. The only people that are keeping them on their toes are Biafrans. What we are doing is the only thing. Because to them, to the Fulanese, they've already conquered the Middle Belt. To them, they believe they have conquered the Hausas, they have conquered the Middle Belt. Because that's why they kill them at will. Nobody reacts.
Come on, but we heard that Musa, was it Musa? Yeah. That Musa armed his own people and they are fighting the jihadists.
How many people? How many people?
Was it Takia?
Yeah, he can harm them, but the thing is that he cannot fight while he's still inside. He's still part of the system. So there is no way. Yeah, there is no way he can fight when he's
he may
still
be
inside.
also afraid for his life. When you're working for Nigeria, it's like you're eating with Satan. You have to have a long
exactly.
His life is in danger.
Exactly. Look at just because of that exposition, because actually PM was the one that exposed him. When he started interfering with what we're doing, going around talking about PM in all radio station and TV station and all that. Then PM now exposed him that you have already armed your own people to kill the Fulanis. Remember, they suspended him. immediately after that exposition, you didn't hear from Musa for a very long time. Musa was defending himself, and actually there was a killing in southern Kaduna, and then the Fulani people reacted about it. And there was also I think they threw a bomb somewhere that killed some Fulanis, and they reacted. These were the reason why they suspended him for a while. He was just battling, about his position and all that. They nearly changed him, before.
And my brother,
Yeah.
another reason why he might still be there is because it is not Buhari, a northerner that is in power, is Tinubu. That probably is the reason why he's still in there. If not, they would have killed him. Don't you remember one of their military men that they themselves shot him down from the helicopter? They
Yes,
killed him.
because he killed he killed one of the Boko Haram member, top member, and they killed him. They shot him down.
Not the female. The guy who is also a northerner. Whether he was against their plan or something. Mazinan Kanu has not been kidnapped at that time. This guy, the plane jet or whatever he was in crashed, and the information was going around that they killed him. Mazinan can even said it, that they got rid of him. It's like anybody who resists up against what they are doing, they eliminate him. So the reason why this Musa is still there is because Tinubu is in position. If not, by this time he would have been gone. They would have found a way to kill him. And that's why they're now saying southeast and southwest military and northwest. So they are divided. That's why he's still alive. Somehow they are going to get him.
My lady, that person you are talking about, they retired him, but because he have information against them, Buhari has to put him back again, and they kill him through a helicopter. You are right, with his wife. Thank you.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember that incident quite all right. And what actually happened? It wasn't the military that killed him. It was the Boko Haram, top people in the military, because they have Boko Haram people, well-known Boko Haram members in the military, well-known. They know them. And even when you listen to them, the way they talk, you will know that these people are Boko Haram, top officials in the military.
That is the system. Buhari system is a Boko Haram. Yeah. That them Buhari imposter is Boko Haram. They're just in charge of the military. Then that is the truth. The same thing we are talking. They are the people that kill him because he have information against them. Then that imposter Buhari bring him back. Remember, the man already retired, so they had to bring him back to make him chief of army staff. Then and killed him after he do what is them that this one they make ambassador now. Thank you.
Thank you. So we that's the reason why, in terms of dividing Nigeria, is actually ongoing, because the battle is quite heavy. Look at the president of Nigeria, does not live in Abuja. He lives in Lagos. He built another big empire, within 6 months. He renovated a big place in I think it was a former place they used to have like all these government official and all that, and that is where he's operating from because of his own life. So he fly almost like every day to Abuja, or once in a week to Abuja and all that, because of the issue they are having. Then the other man, the Boko Haram man, which was that was thinking that by now that he would have taken the office, is the one in Abuja. So they're having longer head. The only reason why these people are still standing is because of Biafra. If not, that's why they are fighting every angle to see how they can break, the Biafra Liberation Army. They went war in Imo State. And you see, people are being kidnapped in the north. Kidnapped every day in Kaduna, in Kano, in Abuja. That one is not their problem. Their main problem is people in the southeast. Biafra
Do you
Liberation
guys know that Tinubu government is holding the Fulani leader hostage? They have him in prison because he created his own vigilantes or whatever that he created his own vigilantes in the northern Nigeria, just like they are holding Maz. That's how they're holding the man.
Thank you. Mietiala. You are right.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mietiala.
Mietiala leader. Yeah, these
yeah. So
Mietiala.
these are all the things that are causing problem amongst them. So if they have to release that man, they have to release Mazen Nandukano. Sometimes God does these things in a mysterious way, but we are watching. We are watching.
We're really watching, and
They-
I believe that it won't be long. You know, like
won't be long.
PM said this year a lot of things are gonna happen. You know, so many things are gonna happen. Nigeria is collapsing, seriously collapsing. All the structures, all the organ of the government, judicially is dead completely. The parliament are confused. It's all about money, money sharing, panding the budget, everything. Nothing is working. Just money flowing in. They share the money. That is all they know. They don't have any plan to develop anything. They don't have any plan to build anything in Nigeria. You
Sorry,
can.
brother.
Yeah.
Sister Stella, there's two people that are requesting to come in. I've been trying to bring them in, but I'm not sure why it's difficult to do so. Can you try?
Who are they? Because I can't even see them. I'm not seeing anybody.
Oh yeah, there's two
Yeah,
individuals here, but
I have tried to bring the Benchus, but I tried to approve him, but it's not coming up. I don't know.
yeah.
wait. I am the one. This God knows. My sister, there's one correction I want to make. You see, Metis Allied leader cannot be compared with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Get it clear.
It's not about
I'm
comparison.
coming.
It's about when they
I'm
demand for his
coming.
release.
You see what we are saying is moving globally. Please, self-defense is human right. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stand and form years of those days as a self-defense. Then Metiala or the leader, their aim is a terrorist. They are not doing self-defense. They are going from house to house, community to community, and killing people. So you cannot say if they release the other one, they must no. Let us put things right. Okay, so
But my
that is
brother,
on
the
that is
Fulanis
on
were the
that.
one who kidnapped Mazen Nandukano, and they are the one holding him hostage before Tinubu come in.
Yes,
Now their own person is also being held. So if they demand, and they are demanding, you have not seen the posters they are protesting that they should release him. So it's not about comparison, because him and Mazen Nandukano cannot be compared. But since they like holding other people's own person, and now they are demanding for their own person that is being held, so then if they have to release him,
We
they
will
must release Mazen
exchange
Nandukano.
prisoners. Tina.
Simple. That's what it is. It's not about comparison. The two of them do not even have the same standard to compare.
We will exchange prisoners. That's what Tina is trying to say. Since they are holding
okay.
ours and we are holding theirs, let's exchange prisoners. Tina, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Tinubu is in charge. He's now in the position. So they are demanding that he should release their person.
No.
But they want them to hold Mazen Nandukano, because the man created ESN and they come after him. And the man went to go and create what? His own vigilante too, and they pick him up. So now let's forget about whatever the standard word. We know what Mazen Nandukano is fighting for. But they are now asking for him to be released. You can't release him and leave Mazen Nandukano there. You cannot do
even
that.
making sense now to me. You know what, Tina and God knows. Hold on now. You know what? It is entering where we will now exchange prisoners.
Yes.
That's where it's heading to. They should, Tinubu, go and get Sultan of Sokoto, get him, arrest him. God know it. Ngwa, you have the
You
mic.
the thing I wanted to even add, for my little understanding, there are what we call parallel government. The government already divided. The kingdom of darkness already divided. So the Sultana of Sokoto is a government of himself who giving order to his own people, and the order is working. So the government of Tinubu is working, but these two governments have two things in common. So they when government of Tinubu send soldiers, it's not the soldier of Sultana of Sokoto is going for the action. Then the Sultana of Sokoto sending soldiers, which they have done somewhere in Urobo land. They are the one who done that havoc there. Then the one of Tinubu can't go such a thing. This is the problem on the ground. Okay, so you see that the kingdom of darkness already divided. Coming to the with Tinubu himself as, as a president, camouflage president or whatever, can he able to make this problem or dissolve the nation? Can it be possible? For me, I found this difficult because the government already divided. They know it that because the way the Tinubu is going, the government come after him. They're already afraid of him from the day one of being a president of that country. So, and actually that's their fear on Tinubu's government start manifesting on their front. And they discovered that IBB was the one who was shouting about the movement and the way the government of Tinubu is going. They have seen something strange to the system. Although all of them agree in the Saudi Arabia that they have to do one thing in common to keep the country warm and to Islamize it. But how come Tinubu now deviating from the agreement? That was why they divided the government. And the Sultana of course, Sokoto, in collaboration with Shetima, they are working hand in hand. That is the government different from the government of Tinubu. You may understand it, but I know what I'm saying. So even if Tinubu tried, or Tinubu is a smart guy, he know how to do it, but he's doing it gradually because even the Fulani people already detected the movement of Tinubu. So coming to divide, how can that work? Why we have two governments in the country and they are moving, taking the other government taking action, moving without the signature or sign of the elected, so-called elected president. So they are moving on their own, causing problem, killing human beings out of the elected government. Now, coming to divide, how will this work? Of course, they already have a serious problem among them. Apart from Tinubu government and the Sultana of Sokoto, they already have a serious problem. They don't know how to solve it. And this their problem, the highest problem they have on their table is the government of Biafra to already stand Gidigba, which can never be shaken. Even more they try, more they put in trouble.
But
So
God know it. God
all
know
these
it.
things are the things.
God know it. Can
I
you
go
hear me?
ahead.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you see, a government of Biafra wouldn't have been a problem for Tinubu. You know why? If Tinubu really is heading towards in dissolving Nigeria, Hausas already, their elders are saying, dissolve Nigeria, let everybody go and rule themselves. And the Sultan Islamic Caliphate are saying, you know what, we must get the whole Nigeria to be Islam or they dissolve it. Now, Islamic Caliphate, you can't get the whole, you can't get Biafrans to become Islam. So, you are heading to dissolving it. Hausas are heading to dissolving it. Tinubu and his troops are heading to dissolving it. Yorubas are heading to dissolving it. Biafrans are half gone. What are we talking about? Tinubu, be a man,
No,
dissolve
you,
Nigeria. As
Sister
simple
Stella,
as that.
you are correct in one aspect, but even Tinubu himself, even Tinubu himself, look at how Lagos look like. The port in Lagos State made the Lagos State develop heavily, even continue to develop to date. And the Tinubu tie they come together with a Fulani that there will be no port again. And they know the congestion in Lagos State everywhere was so packed. Even traffic, you see the traffic there is nightmare, and so on and so on. Even they wanted to extend the port, the seaport to the other, how did they call the other country? The nearest country there in Ogun State there. You see, so you see that Tinubu, the hatred that being planted, I don't know how Tinubu is, move away from the Sultana of Sokoto's government. I don't really understand what caused their serious problem to the extent to went to the extent to assassinate him, a sitting president. And you check from the beginning, that man, God Lungu, he don't even have interest of the Biafrans from day one. So if he's fighting for his own people without anybody, he left for him. But he wanted to make it possible. He can even, although they already have a serious agreement in Saudi Arabia, mind you that, and the Tinubu was trying to perform like Obasanjo, who have agreement, return the power to Fulani, then he return it actually in Yaradua as a sick person, so that as soon as possible, the sick person will die, then the vice president will take over. That is a manipulation. That is the angle the Tinubu was trying to do. So what I understand and what I perceived from Tinubu is that he's not fighting for anybody's freedom or anybody's benefit. He's fighting for how he can secure Lagos State, and that's all. Because even the Fulani already violated the agreement by killing his own people. Terrorists are already surrounded the Yoruba land, and that is one of the violations that made Tinubu acting the way he acted. Tinubu only a selfish, an idiot. So he's a selfish person who believes in personal interest. The only thing the Tinubu is fighting, not fighting for Biafra, because he want to do it, he know how to do it. It's very simple. So he's looking the means to use his opportunity as elected president to secure and push away the terrorists out of the Lagos state. Then even the Lagos state alone is a nation of itself, because a population of 18 million is enough to be a president. So he's trying to secure Lagos and move away the terrorist Fulani. That's all. He's not after anybody. And he still stands somehow one leg in the agreement they reach in the other side. So since the government already divided, So, and they are looking for him to kill. He has to run for his life. And his wife, they started by saying that why did he marry a pastor, a Christian? So they have to kill the wife. The wife already ran, the first lady already ran away. Even she cannot even make any statement again. You see? So he started there, and Tinubu so much love that woman. You see that there are heavy chaos, a heavy problem among them and the Sultan of Sokoto's government. Thank you. So that is what I wanted to point out here.
Thank you. Mio, Tinubu is becoming my friend. But for him to get me very well, first of all, he must release MNK. Let him collect all the money because he has been collecting. And he's also good at it. Collect all the money you want to collect, Tinubu. Please dissolve Nigeria. Dissolve it. After all, everybody wants it to be dissolved. Full Islamic Caliphate want it to be dissolved. Hausas want it to be dissolved. Yuba want it to be dissolved. See, your wife is no more with you because they were pursuing your wife. I know you want it to be dissolved. The Yorubas also want it to be dissolved. Middle Belt also want it to be dissolved. In fact, that is why Musa himself also has armed the Middle Beltans, and they are fighting the Islamic Caliphate. You know, Biafrans or CNC wanted this dissolution. And in fact, this year, Biafra will be restored. So Biafra is gone already. So what are we all waiting for? Who will do it first? Dissolve Nigeria, Tinubu, and you will have peace. Your BP won't go high anymore. You think you have your wife back. Maybe God brought you there for a time like this. Tinubu, dissolve Nigeria, you have peace. And people will stay alive. Your wife also will stay alive. They're looking for your wife to kill. In fact, they're even looking for you to kill. Dissolve it and shun and damn the consequences. Everybody will begin to defend themselves. Yorubas will defend themselves. These people, there are not many. These Fulanese, there are not many. How many are they? How can a tangy small people enter into a land that is not theirs, that are well over 200 and something million people, and they are ruling and doing creating crimes upon crimes? Tinubu, please dissolve Nigeria so that people will have life. Dissolve it. This is the time. It's long overdue to be dissolved. Dissolve it today, and there will be peace in the land. Thank you, Mr. Tinubu, President Tinubu. Also, thank you. God knows it. Ben Chooks, you have the mic, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Stella. Thank you. But thank you so much, Sister Tina. I can't hide away from saying my mind. You can start officiating the space. You try to have one thing in mind. We all are, everyone here in this space have one thing or the other doing. Maybe you have a half an hour break or you have 10 minutes break. Then you push in order to drop your own bombshell or to drop anything. And somebody will be talking more than half an hour. And before you give that person that opportunity to speak, the time his break is already gone. We have to be proactive, please. I'm sorry to say that. Sometimes we are not proactive.
Ben Jukes, hold on. You see, we have been trying to bring you into this space. It has been not possible. You understand?
It's Tina saw someone all the time. I've been trying, but you say your own system is not working.
The space has been under attack. Ben, this space you are in.
When I was complaining that I couldn't bring you in, there is still another person there now. I've been trying to bring him in and I still couldn't.
I can't even see the person.
I made mention of it. I said you are really proactive. You made mention of it. You, Sister Tina, it's very proactive. She saw it. She saw all the attempts. That's what I'm saying. It's good when you are officiating. If
But
you are
I
true,
have
I
me
see
myself,
people.
I've brought you in twice and then knocked you out. How do we do it?
No,
See, listen, and when there's like now we are talking, I can't see nobody's requesting mic here.
I
Tina,
Somebody
requested
is right
since
now.
I came
Tina,
in.
is
My
Somebody,
somebody
mic is
requesting mic
on.
from you?
yeah,
My,
somebody is requesting, but I've been trying. I
you know,
can't bring him
You
in.
see,
eh,
they're not showing me anybody requesting mic.
that maybe that
That,
is the problem. Maybe it's from your own system.
Nobody is requesting mic from my end.
You know.
I
Oh,
see one. I see one person here showing requesting.
You
Hang
see.
on. Let me.
Okay. Okay.
what's the name of the person?
Actually, I think the person is in, but still showing as needing to come in.
Mm.
What is the name of the person, Tina?
Veteran Dragon 2. He's already in. But still, in my side, he's still showing that he's still requesting. And I've been tapping it, it won't go away.
I
Okay.
can't even
Don't
see
worry,
whom
don't
you're
worry.
talking about.
I have invited Veteran Dragon too. Let's see if you pick the mic.
I
You
didn't
can.
even see anybody. And I'm
Okay.
watching. It's not like I'm away. So the thing
Uh,
is, when we're under attack like this, there's nothing virtually we will do. This is not our own. And then
yeah.
when
Yeah.
people are not, hold on now, Ben, I want to clear something, please. And then when nobody is raising hand, I can begin to ask questions with people that have mic already. I will be talking. Why? Because some people choose to only listen. Thank God I have up to 3 plus you 4, and with mic. If 4 of you are not here, I will say bye everybody. I will go. But since I have 4, you made it 4, and we are talking until another person comes up. Now we're able to bring you up, and then I give you the mic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Biafrans, you see, what is going on is about even the topic of Tinubu, the drug lord. This man has sold himself and the Yoruba, they have sold their birthright for a porridge of for a pot of porridge. You know, there is no doubt about that. So all what he's doing is just to see how he can get to a little bit agreement he made with them in order to get himself there. But some people doesn't know. You see, all these Boko Harams they are sending to the Biafra land to come and cause all this havoc there. They know that they cannot do anything to them, and they can't be able to kill them, and they are pushing them to us for us to kill them for them.
Quite true.
That is what is happening, but many people doesn't know. Do you know that Nigerian terrorist government are always keeping their eye open and their ear towards our PM or Biafran Republic government in exile? They cannot work without anything they had or see from us. And anytime our PM, 1 or 2, 3 days, he didn't tweet anything hard on them, it's like he put them under a blind spot. And they will not know what to do. You see them patching all around, going one thing or the other, looking for one thing or the other. But all those plans, we are far behind them. Anything our PM tweeted, that he has already gone through it, summarized or so on. Even last night, when our PM visited Austria, I asked him, why is he too speed? His gear is too high. He tried to elaborate, said, without being so high, we can catch up many things. And I found out it was absolutely 100% correct. You see, Nigeria is gone. I'm sorry to say it to do the worst. They are not with us. We are alone. There is no alliance we don't have any alliance with them. We are fighting alone. And they are looking for whatever what we do, from there they will start with. That's why I'm employing every Biafran persist, insist, increase.
My brother,
Anything.
no verse, no verse. The language we use here matters. We are not far behind them. We are above them. Please, that is why I request my.
No, we are very, very 100 miles away, far away from them.
Not behind them, but above them.
No. I'm not saying behind. Far away.
Come in, please. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the correction. Thank you. You know, we are very far away from them. They are behind us, and they can't even see our back. Even our brake light, they can't even see it anymore. And they are not worthy to see it because they are all sellout. All these stooges we have in Biafra land, all these governors and all these people, all these looters call themselves lawmakers. I'm sorry for them. Because the time they will start paying for the prices of the betrayal and treacherous they have done to the Biafrans, it's going to be a different thing. Illegal to have problem with the Fulani Caliphate. Is they know that they can't even kill him. It's like a bone in the throat in the Fulani. They can't. Tinubu might even leave himself so vulnerable. Okay, kill me. But they will not, because they know that if they kill him, Fulani cannot have even more access or more chance to still do what they are doing. So they leave him there just like a camouflage. Then using the terrorist himself, Shetima, in deploying and everything they are doing. But the Yorubas doesn't know. Thank God our PM said we are moving, and we are moving like a rocket. He's doing everything like even more than a rocket. So I assure every Biafran here, if you have never voted, if you have never cast your vote, please go and cast your vote. Evangelize more. There are some people are so living so stupidly. When you are telling them about Biafrans, say, what are you saying? Even the people living in diaspora are even more so stupid that they don't know their left and right. We should not relent. Do whatever you can do. Thank you so much. I drop my mic here.
Thank you, Benchus. I didn't know, were you the person that even asked the question last night? The question was awesome, but it's very good that our Prime Minister made it very, very clear, because the question was very, very heavy. Actually the government need to speed up. Even the way people say that we are, but we are making it fast. That's why our Prime Minister said we are coming from the long time suffering in Nigeria, starting from 67 up to this very moment. So if you have any opportunity given to us, we are going to utilize it. So Benchus, Ndewo, my brother, thank you. Asoye Kachuku, you have your hand up. Sister Sarah, do you have something to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have the mic, sir.
Okay, sir. Add something to what previous speakers have said. You see, Tinubu has many investments outside, and those countries who are
Masoyeka, you have to take some water again, though, because the time you took some water, your voice was calm.
I am okay. Okay, you see, Tinubu has investment outside, and like somebody said previously, anywhere they buy, any country they invest, they have citizens of that country, and those people, they're telling them they have interest in Nigeria in resources, so they're telling them to continue. Otherwise, they will seize their resources and open their cases. All of them have criminal records. You know, that is why they always put criminals to represent, to be a leader in Nigeria, because they can be able to use the person, you know, to continue achieving their agenda. And again, Tinubu know the secret of all this, the previous government. They know, you know, they committed the gross crime of the century, you know, using a mass wearer to rule people for 6 years, to impersonate dead Buhari. So all those things, Buhari know about all those things. And that is why the coup they're planning against those who are with Buhari and Tinubu, like Bajamiala and other things. So, like you said, they will not give Tinubu, they will leave him to use him to continue the agenda. At the same time, he had disappointed. Tinubu have their secrets. At the same time, they cannot be able to go against him. They just want him to obey the initial plan, and Tinubu want also to disobey them and do the plan of his people. But we cannot rely on Tinubu, because Tinubu cannot do anything for Biafrans. That is why what we're doing, we need to intensify it. We need to continue supporting with our finance so that we'll be able to live. If they want to chop Nigeria, they chop Nigeria, no consign us. We're after living that contraction. Whether they dissolve it or not, so we don't care. We are exiting. That is our agenda. Our agenda is our agenda. No in between, no plan B. Our movement is complete, independent United States of Biafra. That is our mission. We have no other plan B. We have no other any other thing. We are not interested of restructuring. We're not interested of whatever they think. We are going to leave Nigeria this year, whether they like it or not. And at the same time, again, I want our people to understand that what you see, these people, all of them that are ruling Nigeria, they are not indigenous people. When you are you're a criminal, this is a criminal, and all of you are stealing one thing. Everybody will just try what he will grab. Tinubu is trying what he will grab. Like somebody said, to have a special statue they want to give to Lagos. That is what Tinubu is after. So my people, we must not expect anything good from Buhari for Biafra. We must, but whatever they do is win-win for us. That is what I want to put. Whether they do or not do is win-win. Biafra is exiting. That is the truth about it, that nobody will stop. Biafra is exiting. If they like, they deserve. They don't like, they continue with their everything. Whatever they do, anyhow they do it, is the favor of Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's a win-win for Biafra. You know, whether they dissolve Nigeria, Biafra is winning. They don't dissolve Nigeria, Biafra is winning. But I tell you, as soon as Biafra goes, Nigeria will dissolve by itself. So it's better for Tinubu to dissolve it, so he will take that honor. Because after all, everybody wants it to be dissolved. Thank you, sir. Kama Israel, you have the mic, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you again. I think I concur with what Onyeka just said last. You know, we are not hoping for Tinubu in any way at all, but it will also be of good benefit for the West if Tinubu dissolve Nigeria, because it will be of benefit. Because what will happen is that if we leave that space, these guys you see, they will focus on Yoruba. And recently, they did a kind of inventory of the Yoruba land, where they have their main people and everything. And they were threatening Igboho with the number of people they have in Yoruba land, that there is nothing he can do them, you know, this time around, that they are ready for them and all that. So Tinubu doing something is for the benefit of the West, but for us, we are not even going to wait or listen to them. And again, if you follow the politics of Nigeria and how Tinubu, you know, and Buhari joined their parties together and all that, and they end up with this Boko Haram party they have at the moment, you find out that there is a serious agreement between them. And you know, to connect the dots, you know, we talked about, Buhari died in 2017 and was covered up and all that, blah, 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 blah. this Tinubu you see is behind everything. He knows all this secret, because when he was campaigning for his own term, he was telling them that, if you want me, if you don't want me to talk, just leave me, because it's my turn. They wanted to deny him this seat. They wanted by all means to deny him this opportunity, but because of the things he know about the former regime, that is why these people don't have any other option than to allow him. But they know that it's going to be tough on them, because Tinubu you see today is a complete aburu. That's who he is, and you can't change him. So for him, I think they might not kill him, because I'm sure he has passed all this information to some of his brothers as well, that he know about them. Because when Prime Minister listed the name, they talked about Beji Amela and the Chief of Defense, which is an Hausa man, not Fulani man. These are the people that they think are obstacle to them at the moment. Having said that, I just want to digress a bit about this military, because it baffles me so much. A whole military of a country, they are not military. They are not military. Anything to do with the burning of village and killing people is terrorism. These people are terror, terrorizing communities. They will go to community, burn community down. That is terrorism. So they are not military. And they know very, very well. They will preempt problem in order to kill the people, in order to do what they want to do. And they end up doing it. They will threaten the community, and they end up carrying that attack. And somebody is calling them armed forces. They are not armed forces. They are complete, terror. Their terror is complete terrorism. In that is what they're doing, and they're doing it openly. They are not hiding it. They are the one that will even take the pictures and come online and post it. And when you tell them what they've done, they are the first people to straight away to deny it, because they have always been living in denial, using this data style of a thing, to deceive a lot of people. But I think this time is fight to finish, fight to finish. All we can do is to support PM, to make sure that we have enough fund to fund our, liberation army. Keep them on their toes, so that anytime they do this thing, then the liberation army will have enough, arms to go after them, because this is who they are. They are just killing people as if they are chicken, because of their selfish interests. All the military generals have bunkery. They have one thing or the other that are giving them money in that Nigeria, plus the one they are taking from the government, and then they will have bunkery somewhere where they get money and they share money in different villages, and that is why they cannot allow those villages, to survive, to live in peace, because they are benefiting from fraudulent businesses they have in those areas. Military that's supposed to be guiding the border are now inside doing the job of police, as if police of the country is not working. Is there Boko Haram? They are together in it. And I encourage everybody, go and vote. Go and vote. Encourage other people to vote. Let's do this thing together. Apply for your ID card. And if you have not applied to go to Finland for the declaration, do it now. Remember that we're talking about only 1,000, coming from all over the world. Do your own now so that you will have that opportunity to make history for yourself. PM said that everybody that comes to that arena will have the opportunity to put their signature in that book of declaration. Just, remember, it started from the first convention. People think that it's not going to happen, but it happened beyond so many people's imagination, expectation, and this one will be wow. So do what you can do to register, to book your ticket now, and apply for your ID card. And the support, give, be part of what we are doing, because it's for our benefit, for the benefit of our children and children. Biafra must be restored in our own time. We're not waiting for another person, for another generation, for our children to do it. We have to do it. And the now is the time. Thank you.
Hi, Sister Stella. Sister Stella. Oh, I hope she's not having a network issue.
No, I'm here. My eyes
Okay.
is closing a bit, but I'm here.
You see, I just got out of work, got inside my car when you brought me in as co-host. So I'm doing exactly the same thing, trying to stay awake. So like the situation, I just wanted to say something. I said, like what my brother said, why Nigeria cannot, especially when they have an agenda, why they cannot use the police is because police doesn't, police will not be able to accomplish the goal they want quick. So the easiest way, or at least from their perspective, that they can be able to destroy villages and burn down is military. Because who goes to war? It's military. Who goes to do the heavy duties, if any? Is the military. So we know that those people are not military, but because they have put them in the military uniform, they appear to represent what we call military. So what does a terrorist do? What if a terrorist will come into the village or in a town or in a community is to blow up, destroy things. A suicide bomber. When a suicide bomber comes in a village, he's going to kill or he's going to explode an airplane. He doesn't think about his life anymore because he has made a choice. He has decided to sacrifice his life. That's what even some of those people they are going to die. They know they are going to go collect 70 something virgins. So they are prepared to perish believing that they are going to come back again in this world or whatever, who's going to give them that chance. So they are doing it without the police because police cannot accomplish this goal for them. Police, if anybody, any country in the world were to see a police officer going from village to village shooting people, with the military, what kind of equipment would they go? With armored car? Those things are usually what military carry. So they brought them in, put their Fulani soldiers in, Fulani Boko Haram inside it to go and accomplish the goal because it will go faster. But you know what like our people say that they have just jammed a tipper that is carrying sand. They have just jammed tipper Nkebuaja because now the Biafran Liberation Army is standing, waiting for them to come. They'll probably come quickly, do what they need to do and exit because they know. You can't come and kill people with a gun like you and think you're going to get away. Few of you may manage to escape, but the rest of you, some of you are going to be destroyed. Nigeria have destroyed it. If they had a military, it's no longer in existence. What they have now, that's what that makes me angry. How some educated Biafrans will say they are military. I say, is it that you're that spiritually blind that you do that all these criminals, all them, even they were bold enough to put it in the internet? Repentant Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram. Where do you think they put them in? They keep saying they integrate them into the society. Where do you think Nigeria, who is barbaric, Nigeria, who is sin, Nigeria itself is sin, will take them and say, okay, we rehabilitate you, we just put in the community, go and sell your cow. No, Nigeria will take them because they already have the mental state to be murderers.
Sister Tina, just hold on. Sister Tina, just hold on your talk, please. You see, Nigeria know that all these morons they are sending to Biafra land, they know that they are not going to come back. They know quite sure. They know that all of them, they are going to die. That's why they are sending them. Because they know that those people, they are terrorists themselves. I don't know if you understand the logic there.
Yes, they are.
So they are pushing them where they know that they can be easily killed. That's why they are pushing them to Biafra land. For us to do that assignment for them. That is the logic there.
Well, we are not going to spare them. If they come in our community to kill our people, they might as well conclude that they are going to go. They can't shed the blood of our people and get away with it.
Any of them that caused single atom of havoc in Biafra land will not go back. Our leader prophesies it. And it's
like
happening.
I said earlier, we didn't start this fight. They started it, and they're going to bear the consequences. We were in our own place, minding our own business. They left the northern Nigeria where they could have, since they like blood, where they could have killed themselves over there. They left that place and come all the way to the old eastern, come to the land of Biafra to come and kill us that are not killing them. We have never left our region to go and make a war with them.
Don't you see
we have never done that?
Don't you see when they meet the drug lord in the office, their chief of defense say, what are we gonna do to these people that kill our soldiers? Do you know what the drug lord said to them? Go and do whatever you can do. Finish up. No, okay. he didn't say anything because he know that when they go, they're not gonna come back. We can't leave them alive. They will come and we will kill them.
Like I'm saying, I'm somebody who don't believe in bloodshedding, but God who is in heaven. We are in our Biafran land, minding our own business, asking for freedom from the hand of Satan, and they go and pack up their weapons and they come to kill us. You're not going to judge us, God, for defending our people. Our people are vulnerable in the hands of these people. Our people are innocent. We didn't ask for this. And they come, they say they want to kill us. We are defending ourselves. We have no choice. Since they want us to just fold our hands to and want them coming to our home. And like our brother says, if a man come to my house and make trouble with me, I'll pick up my stick and I'll break his head. It's in things fall apart. I'm just paraphrasing. So they have come in our community to kill us. They are not going to get away with it. They are not going to get away with it. You can't go in the village in your own mind, in your own head. You don't think about there's little children in those homes. In those communities, there are little babies, there are women that are pregnant, there are elderly individuals, men and women, vulnerable. You just go there, you set a place. So those people, elderly people and children, they are the one who came to kill your military. Because they came with an agenda. All they want to remember, they were fighting for. There was a bill that Buhari, the fake Futajelon Buhari, passed. What do they call them? Waterway. What does that place they are burning down look like? Do you guys remember the waterway bill they were passing? Because they want the Fulanis to live close to the water. They want to claim off the waterway. That's what they want to do. They want to go clear the village so that their military will come in and take over, and then slowly they will do what? They will move in their Fulanis. But it is, they came too late. Not while we are ready. Not while we have a Biafran Liberation Army. The only way they can succeed is if they had Asari Dokubo. But we have the Orobo area, all those Ijo area, we have all passed. We have our military now. If it was Asari Dokubo in position, Asari Dokubo would have allowed them to stay, but we are not going to allow them to stay because we don't want them. We are not of a kind. They can't come in and kill our people, think we are going to fold our hands. Nobody does that. They are killing you, but when you kill one of their own person, they start screaming. So they should know how it feels. They should know how it feels. What can we do as Biafrans? We are sticking together. We are not letting anybody discourage us. We're not letting anybody tell us that we are killing the military, because that's what some of them are saying. You cannot have a terrorist and call them your military. What Nigeria has is not a... That's why they now... You got everybody to be paying attention. That's why they now have the Southwest military group, and now they have the Northwest. They are separating themselves from the Boko Haram Northern military. They are separating themselves. And they are, like our brother said, they are sending them to the Southeast. We are not going to spare them if they think they can come and kill our own people. And like I said before, even if any governor make a mistake, give them any portion of land for them to stay. As soon as Biafra is declared, they may be lucky to find an exit way to run back to Futajelon or to the northern Nigeria. There is not going to be any inch of our land that will be given to them. There is not going to be any story, we bought this land, we were here, the government gave it to us, blah. No, you're out. That land belongs to people. We cannot take it away from the people and give it to you. We don't care what agreement you have signed with the governors. We don't come into people's community to take over their land. Because we are from the eastern Nigeria, we people, we own land. We're not like some countries where individuals don't own land. We do own lands. My father owned lands where I'm coming from. So somebody cannot come in there and say, oh, the one that you collect that land, give to them, and then come tomorrow and tell me this is not my father's land. As long as my father didn't sell it to you, it does not belong to you. If the governors like, they can give it to you, the land does not belong to you. We are here to take over what belongs to us. So the enemies, if your ears are plugged, you better start listening. Stop wasting your time, because you're not going to, any land you're standing on, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to be alive to live in it. If you can kill our own people to take it over, you're not going to be alive to live in it. We have a military now. That power you think you have, our military have it. Our Biafran Liberation Army have it. They will defend our land. So I will drop my mic here. Whoever else that need to speak, please speak up. We need more people to give out their opinion, because what happened in our land, it was barbaric. We can't keep quiet. We can't shy away. Our people need to be protected. So I'll drop my mic so that our Mazi can speak.
Mazi, you have the mic, sir. Mazi God's will, BWOC. Sir, you have the mic.
Yes, good afternoon, my fellow comrades. I salute everyone who's on stage. I greet you, our host, Stella. I also salute all journalists and media who are here, reporters and writers. I salute my fellow BWOC comrades who are here. Mazi David Nana, I see you. I salute you. I greet all Biafrans, all ministers who are here. Thank you all. You know, this issue, when it started, I got to know about it on the news. Am I coming out clear? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
We can hear you.
So, yes, thank you very much. So I got to hear about it on the news, and the first thing that came into my mind was a question, and the question was, what was the Nigerian Zoo Army? What were they doing in a community? And the information there was that they went there for peace. They said peace talk, not peacekeeping, no, peace talk and negotiations. And then the next question that came into my mind is that is it an army? Is it the duty of an army to go for peace negotiations? That was when I knew that there was another side of the story that nobody was telling us. And I was waiting patiently to hear other aspects of what transpired in that very community. Because one knows very well, they said community youths ambushed and killed Nigerian soldiers, including senior officers. News like this is very rare, most especially in a very calm and peaceful territory, part of Biafra land, that you've not been hearing of attacks. And why would youth kill soldiers in their numbers? The only thing that could cause such is an initial provocation. Now, this was a particular conclusion that I personally had already drawn, pending when some other information will be provided. And before we knew it, we started getting updates on what really happened and how this operation was carried out and the cause of the operation. I made some posts on the Jumbotron. You can also go there and look at it. How these guys came in to intimidate members of a particular community. And information we have right now has it that that particular land they are talking about is rich in oil and gas. So you and I can tell the interest of the zoo terrorists in army uniform in that particular community. And another thing again, we need to take into cognition is who fired the first shot. Because whenever I talk about trying to blame who, I always consider who caused it. Who was the person that pushed before others reacted? Who fired the first shot? The information was very clear that in Northern, whom I presume to be a Fulani soldier there, was the one that pulled the trigger that killed the youths of the community. 2 youths were gunned down instantly, and then soldiers fired, happily into the air, and other people sustained injuries, and some people were hit by stray bullets. And that was how the whole issue started. And what these youths did was to pay them back with the same coin that they brought. They had to wait for them and then decided to ambush them and then strike and attack them. And this is also a lesson, yes, it's a lesson to my Igbo brothers. I'm talking about the youth. When I heard this, I tried to investigate where did this actually occur, and I noticed that that area is more of an Ijaw territory. You know, there are certain things you cannot just come to Ijaw part of Biafra land and do and just go scot free. One thing the Ijaws don't do is to take shit from anybody, and we believe in action. Yeah, we believe in action because, like they say, action speaks louder than words. You cannot come to my area and you tell me you're coming to make peace, and then you end up pulling the trigger, causing harm and death of indigenous people. That is not how peace is being made. That is an act of terror. That is an act of oppression and intimidation, which is exactly what the Zoo Army is known for. And of course, you can see what followed immediately. It's a military that does not do investigation. They don't know how to handpick their enemies. In fact, there is no difference between them and criminals. Because somebody was attacked and killed, the whole village should now go down. Do you see that in foreign military? Do you see that happen in civilized countries? Do you even see the military in people's villages in civilized countries in the first place? These are certain questions one must ask before delving in to analyze what has transpired in that particular community or those communities that very day. When I went to other groups, I saw comments saying, oh, that area will be leveled. Oh, people who stay in that place will be killed. That the soldiers should go there and, and send a message. And I laughed because this is what idiots call a country. Because I know all of them knew that that will also be the next line of action that is going, to occur in that place. You call yourself a military and you do not know the rules of engagement. And I ask this question: if you are attacked by a group or a group of persons, and then those people who attacked you succeeded and then they've left, what makes you believe that that innocent man who has a business around there, or that pedestrian going about his own business, that if you go there and maybe harass them, kill them, abduct them, that somehow you have dealt with the initial person who attacked you? Do you see how stupid they look whenever they do this? Because definitely, that man who took his time to prepare himself to engage you must have been long gone before you can come back to carry out any act. And then you now direct your anger on innocent people who may not even be there when the initial fight took place. And then you start going after homes, raise homes down. And the real perpetrator is still out there moving freely, probably planning his next attack. Do you see why I call them terrorists? Because they don't understand the ethics of military operations. Neither do they know the rules of engagement. They just act like, what do you call them? This called Tisaburo. The one they call Agboro, yes, the Agboro people. Hoodlums, that's how they behave, that's how they operate. Not well trained, not well cultured, not well mannered, and you cannot distinguish between their mode of operandi and that of hoodlums or terrorists. But of course, we know that what we have is a terrorist organization orchestrated and created by Britain themselves, because that is what they told them, that if you want to remain in power, if you want to be at the top and the helms of affairs, make sure you rule these people with an iron fist. Make sure you use the guns and bullet approach. And that is the only way you will be relevant. And they understood that fact very, very well. In fact, as a particular group of persons who have been attacking communities in the north for a long, very long time, coming to kill them in a jihadist movement, stealing from them, abducting them, and selling them into slavery. Of course, they understand very well, what it means to use guns and bullets in order to achieve whatsoever they want. And this is exactly what they have embedded in their so-called military. And I can tell you that the ordinary citizens or indigenous persons will be very much confident around armed robber than somebody putting on the Nigerian Army uniform, bearing the Nigeria Army insignia. Because the armed robber may be even, should I say, soft, and will have some, signs of remorse in them whenever they operate. But these bloodthirsty monsters, who were already trained to see civilians that they were supposed to protect, if it were a country, to be their potential enemy. And that is how they go after civilians at will. There was a video that was circulating online. I think that was sometimes, that should be about 5 years ago, where in that particular video, it was a group of Nigerian soldiers who just finished training. They were just new intakes who just concluded training. And I think they were heading somewhere and they had to stop along the road probably to check on something or to buy petrol, something like that. And when they were alighting from the vehicle, one of them took it upon herself to, kind of grant an interview to some of the soldiers. And I remember vividly a girl was asked, one of the females there was asked, what do you have to say to civilians? She said, if I catch civilians, I will destroy them, I will break them, those bagger civilians, I will kill them, I will deal with them, And I was surprised. I asked myself, is this what the military is all about? Because really, that must be a very wrong narrative and a very wrong induction system, which is a norm and practice that has been going on for decades now in the Zoo Army. So it means that they are trained to kill civilians, they are trained to perceive the civilians as their enemies, and whenever they see men who are ready, armed like they are, they start complaining low morale. They start telling you they don't have guns, and they don't have enough bullets and sophisticated weapons to engage. You start hearing all manners of complaints. But whenever you see them around unarmed civilians, that is where they grow, they grow wings, and then they grow claws. Then they are very much active in, in destroying and killing. So this is what Biafrans are going through on the story regarding the other side of the story that gave way or made way rather for this particular brutal attack to be carried out on these very soldiers. Did you hear that side of the story before now? You didn't. Why didn't you hear? Because even the media, the corrupt media system of the zoo, are trying their possible best to suppress every information that will come out. Giving these evil blood-sucking monsters the privilege to kill as much as they want in order to somehow promote the jihadist tendencies. And this is how things have been going for a very, very long time. And that is why the Biafran Liberation Army must now come in order to safeguard our people and then separate them from these monsters whose only job is to destroy, kill, and then enable the Fulani Janjaweed to conquer more territories in order to succeed their jihadist tendencies that they had already, commenced from time immemorial. And that is what this army is designed to do. And I pity Biafrans. Sometimes when I come across, people's comments, people's speeches, most especially Biafrans who will be saying, "Oh, our boys. Oh, this is our men." I laugh at them as if they understand the meaning of the Arabic inscription on the Nigerian army emblem. As if somehow they are now affiliated to Arab or Arabic system. And I wonder why somebody who sees everything that is going on around them, will still come up and say, "Our boys, our men, our army. Oh, go there and deal with them. Go there and match them." You know, that is the most stupid thing that can ever happen to an individual. Praising your enemy, accepting your enemy who is looking at you as a prey, you know, to prey on you at any time, at any given time. And this stupidity must come to an end. This very stupidity must come to an end because those who carry out or who absorb this system of thinking are also those who are enablers of the destructions going on in our land. They are the ones who bring them in. They are the ones who cheer them up. And I think the Biafran Republic government in exile must now go into swift action to curtail these particular issues from reoccurring in the future. Because now the territory is our territory, this government is our government, and we must make sure that we do anything within our power to keep safety of lives and properties of their fans, and then show them what it takes to have a military. Because right now what you have in the zoo is nothing to write home about. Thank you very much, my beautiful sister Stella, my co-host, Datina and Mavichi. I yield the mic here.
Thank you, sir. Don't go away, sir. Please. So what you're trying to say is this, that Nigerian armies, they are our enemies. That we are supposed to identify them as enemies, not our army or our, you understand? Because Nigerian army is not for Biafrans. They get Biafrans, they kill Biafrans. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Exactly. Very much exactly. You're 100% correct. Because we have been falling into this narrative for a long time. And unfortunately, those who keep saying this amongst us are enablers as well. Most of them do it ignorantly, thinking they have a country, thinking Nigeria is a country. But unknown to them that they are just in a zoo created by someone, targeting them to be eliminated for the resources that is on their land to be harnessed. Thank you, my sister. You're 100% correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming around. So, people, Biafrans in homeland, Biafrans everywhere, must identify, know your enemies so that you know how to go about your problem. Know your enemies. Nigerian armies, Nigerian police are the same, one and the same with Boko Haram. They are one and the same with Fulani herdsmen. They are one and the same with Fulani Islamic jihadists or terrorists. They are the same. All of them are the same. When you see them, they are your enemy. So when you are having a problem, don't go and call them. If you call them, you are calling your enemy to come and kill you. And our brother Asa asked a very important question. He said, what are Nigerian armies doing in the village of Urobo? What are they doing there in the community? Are they supposed to be there? When everything is equal, it's supposed to be police being there. You have a problem, you're supposed to call the police and not the Nigerian army, for example. Because they have an interior motive, which is a jihad that have been raging, they have been holding, fighting and killing people for. That was why Armie went there. But you see, it's still them that hit the two brothers together, their heads together. The Ijaz and the Urobos. It's still them that come and bring enmity amongst them. After all, the land they are looking for that has oil, have they ever gotten oh, Jesus? Have they ever gotten anything from the land? The money the government gain from selling the oil in their land, were they using it to develop their land for them or their communities for them? So what is the essence of the Urobos and the Jaws fighting over a land? This one is Obaliborani. But you see, it's a takia. They will come and bring your head, your brother's head, bring your other brother's head, hit them together. You guys will be busy fighting as they take over your land, take your mineral resources, push you out of your land, most of the time kill you. This is what they do. Tina, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, there's somebody hands up. Do you see the hand?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let him speak and then I will add my voice.
Okay, so Biafra foreign legend, you have the mic, sir.
Thank you very much, my people, great Biafrans. I wanted to say something earlier, but the brother who spoke earlier, he actually made a lot of all the really points that I wanted to make. I wanted to start with the question, what was the military doing there in the first place? And all the kepu coming out of that region mentions oil bunkering negotiations gone wrong. Now, that's why all the Zoo media, they are all aping a certain narrative saying community youths. It's not community youths. That was why they were high-ranking or high-brass military at that negotiations. There was a negotiation because that place in Okoma is, there's an oil bunkering that is going there, and there are two different groups that were the negotiations. There was a change of guard within the zoo chain of commissions of how things will be going on there between the Urobo faction, the Ijo faction, and their zoo elements that are partaking part of this oil bunkering in the military. And so the high level brass was there to negotiate, and during arguments, shots were fired. Shots were fired, and of course, those people are not people that don't know about warfare. So they also retaliated, and that's why you see the reprisal attacks. They waited, they went back to the river area where the military came from and attacked the men as they were going back. And now we all see what is going on. The zoo has taken it upon itself to visit mayhem on the communities, not on their partners. Of course, if they see their partners who they are all in argument with now, they will try to gun them down, who are their bunkering partners. They will try to gun them down. I also recognize the need of the need of the Biafran government to commensurate with the people of Okoma, who are now victims of the zoo's heavy-handedness and jungle justice. So I understand when the Biafran government is now saying, talking about the people, because the people are not partakers of that oil bunkering. The normal man who has a shop, the normal woman who has a little fish store, the normal student who's going to school, the normal primary school, the normal people in those communities who have no business at the rivers where the oil bunkering is going on. They have no business, they have no control, they have no benefits, they have nothing. But my pain comes with that you have these fire groups, let's call them fire groups, Fire groups, what I mean, those who are in military understand what the fire groups are. Platoons of infantrymen who can actually engage an opposition. You have these fire groups who are in the territory of Biafra, who are not necessarily thinking about liberation of themselves and actually have full access to really refine their oil, their resources on their own, join the liberation struggle, just sitting there doing their own small and benefiting with small little commissions, and that they are working with some military people. This, to me, I expect, or I believe that the Biafran government right now in exile, probably the military of defense, will have sent feelers down to those fighters. Look, right now they are all on the run. The military is in that region now, destroying other communities. There's another community that was attacked today. That issue has translated because the Fulani and the Hausa, even in the capital Asaba, have started raising up themselves, and there's a confrontation going on in Asaba as of today. So confrontation between the Hausa, the police are there acting out, trying to quell, because it's all the zoos, part of the zoos thing. Because the Fulani and the Hausas who are in Asaba feel that, because it's their men who went into the bushes anyways, who were mostly killed. So I will expect, or I will believe, that the Biafran government really should look into these pockets of fighters who are within Biafra land, who would have the technology or who have the skill. Yes, before it's an old day, it's a new day today. We are no longer in the day of you doing some little tiny bunkering and you trying to get some little tiny commissions, and your people, the communities where you are, the waters are polluted by the multinational states, multinational corporation, the zoo itself. You that has a little bit of skill from that community, you're just interested in just a little bit of money that you can purchase, put in your pockets, when you have the skill to join the general move to liberate yourself. And actually, at the end of the day, once Biafra is declared, you that has knowledge of oil and gas, you that has been, you will definitely have something a role to play, because you've been having all these modular refineries in the riverines, in the coasts. You've been having it for so long. You have some knowledge. Come on board. Don't wait and be doing business with this zoo who are there to kill. Now you're running, but some of your fathers and mothers and uncles and aunties in the communities are now being killed. Your cousins and nephews are no more now, and all the other people that are affiliated to you, somehow their properties are being destroyed. The women are being raped by Janjaweed soldiers running amok in these communities now. Have you seen that none of the Nigerian zoo media has said anything about casualties? 2 towns now have been burned down, razed, because when they say communities have been razed, people tend to make it look like the community is maybe some small village. It's a town. And all these Nigerian ignoramus who stay in whatever space where they are and say, oh yes, you people killed the army, you people should suffer the consequences. I want to ask them this question. You sitting in Lagos, if something happens in Sulere, for example, and the military comes there and wipes out the entire Sulere or burns the entire community, and you're not part of it, you just have your house, you're going to school, you're going to your work, you'll find that your house being burned because of what certain people that you have no knowledge about did in Sulere. How would you feel? Because it's something that happens to Igbos or Easterners or Biafrans, those people who just hate Biafrans sit in their comfort zones and talk nonsense and say, yes, you people did this. Tinubu, earlier in this space, I heard some people saying the president will dissolve the nation. Tinubu has no plans to do that. Tinubu actually, before the military even went in there, they got confirmation from the president. And the president's statement was go and do what you have to do to quell the situation. Go and do what you have to do. He didn't instigate another independent study, independent fact-finding mission to actually understand what had actually occurred, why those soldiers were there in that community in the first place, what were they really doing there, what is the purpose of them being there, and what has actually occurred during that heated discussion or arguments that were going because of the negotiations gone wrong. Now, they are just trying to capture...
Sir, which people were negotiating? Between who and who, sir?
There are different fractions of Urobo and Ijo who have been bunkering and working with some elements of the Nigerian military in bunkering. We all know the Nigerian military is part of the bunkering. Some elements in Nigeria.
So when did they, I'm not after you, but I'm wondering, when did the Jaws and the Eurobos started getting anything from the bunkering, oil bunkering? When did they started getting something that they...
Who are they bunkering? Who are they bunkering?
They put their heads together to continue fighting.
No, they
will make sure they...
My sister, Ms. Stella, we all know that there has always been bunkering in Nigeria. Bunkering has been going on. It didn't start today, and it may not even end today. There are people who some people call them Niger Delta militants, but it's just a big term you gather a lot of different groups under. There are many people that are involved in bunkering. At the top of the apex of this bunkering, there are generals who ensure that the Navy looks the other way while these ships go out to the high sea to connect with foreign vessels. There are generals in the Navy and the Nigerian Army who will direct that the patrol boats avoid this place so that there are elements in it's not the official Nigerian military who is the one there refining the oil in the bush. It's not them. They are using the locals, some criminals-minded locals, or call them Niger Delta militants, or call them whatever you want to call them. But at the end of the day, that community has this bunkering that has been going on for a long time. Those of us who are in Nigeria know this. Those who are in the know anyways, know that there has been bunkering that has been going on. There are certain communities in Bayelsa, in Rivers, in Delta, that everybody who knows what knows where the bunkering goes in. You can't go that area because they are armed men, not military, but armed men working with the military who have seized control of those places where they are. And when there is a negotiation mishap, the Navy will go and bomb some places, will go and act and do something. But at the end of the day, business continues as usual. So there was a change, there was negotiation, the mishap going on, and the military was there to solve. Not the military as in Nigeria itself. The top brass in the military who are engaged in bunkering, because a corrupt nation, they have people who are doing this thing. They had sent some people to go there and settle the differences. And of course, you're not talking to people who are high school teachers. You're talking to armed men who are in the bushes too. So dragging argument started. The Nigerian zoo soldiers started shooting. The men went scattered. Like my brother said, he's right. The men scattered at the beginning. Some normal people got shot, normal people in the community, because this is random fire going on. But then those guys reinforced, got back and ambushed them at the river when they were heading back, because they came with boats. They did not drive up. This is remote places. They came with boats. They ambushed them back at the river and killed many of them back and attacked them. And so now, because now officially it has come out to the fore, the zoo military who is involved, of course, they will go back into their shadows and mirror back. Now it's now the Nigerian military that will come out and save itself, which we all know the plan has always been to destroy Biafran people. They don't care whether you're Igbo, you are Ijo, you are Efik. They don't care which part of Biafra you are. In the north, there are elements of Nigerian military working with some terrorists in the gold mines of Adamawa, in Sambisa. It doesn't mean that when they kill the military there, the military Nigerian army will go out all front. No, it's because one, this happened in Biafra land. So at the end of the day, we must show them that you don't try. You don't make noise. You don't breed. You people are you are supposed to be under our boots. This is this is what they are doing. But my bone of contention is not why or not, because I don't care about that. I'm not part of their nonsense. My part is those men who have the skill, who have been engaged in bunkering, whether you call them Niger Delta militants or whatever group you want to call them, don't they understand that right now we are all, the entire region is in a liberation mode? Bring your skills, you're all firefighters. Bring your skills. When I mean firefighters, I'm not meaning fire brigade. You mean, because when the military, an infantryman, an infantry platoon is a fire mission. Now, you are all firefighters. Bring your skills in. Once Biafra is ready, once Biafra is declared, you have the skill of this oil refinery, whether it's modular refinery you want to call them. Biafra will need your skills. You die stupidly working with the zoo. The zoo at the end of the day will still frustrate you. You work for the zoo, the Fulani, they will still kill you at the end of the day. You have this skill. Biafra needs your knowledge, your skill. Because once we come out as a new country, we need people, we need handiwork. We won't start importing Chinese men and Indian men with the right skills to come to my Biafra land. Biafrans, even all the Biafrans around the world come back. We still need more. You back then that has the skill, don't work for the zoo. Join the liberation movement. You have the skill, you have the equipment, you have the mission, the equipment, the armories and all that you have. And you're there arguing with the zoo about who will be sharing what and what. Sharing what? When you are supposed to have your own nation, whereby that entire resources in your region will be for your own state. It's not the evil man in Old Anambra or Old that will come and take your resources. I will land my plane here for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Because the whole land in Biafra land has one mineral resources or the other. So nobody cares about somebody coming from another part of Biafra coming to your own Urobo to take your oil. You understand? So join hands with Biafra government and fight. This is in your backyard. And Fulani, a migrant, you allow them to be lording it over you people. And you're busy collecting changes. Meanwhile, they're out there building mansions and launching attacks from anywhere, buying whatever they want to buy, supporting jihad. We also have to find out if these guys are also Muslims, because at the end of the day, if they are Biafrans and they are Muslims, how would they understand us? I don't know. Biafra foreign legend. If those guys that are in bunkering negotiations and if they have all converted to Islam and they are now working for Fulani Nigeria government, can we convert them? Can we tell them now to join the Biafra government? Can they do that? Because Islam has a way of brainwashing them.
That religion is a religion that is very hard to convert people out of.
Very dangerous.
Asari and his brothers and all the people that have joined in Biafra land, who have joined that religion, it is very difficult to get those people out. But they are very clear. They've understood that there won't be only 3 religions in Biafra when Biafra is declared. There are only 3. Now, of course, being a free nation, no one will stop them from praying in their homes. I don't think the Biafran government will go into people's houses and tell you, if you want to pray to Buddha, or you want to pray to Hindu, or you want to pray to Mecca, inside your house, that is a problem. But officially, there are going to be only 3 major religions. So they can we're going to be a democratic nation anyway. So, but if they feel that because they are Muslims, that the Fulani Muslim takes them in the same regard, then they are jokers. They are jokers and they are joking with themselves. The Hausas, were they not Muslims too before the Fulani conquered all their cities? Were the Yorubas, some of them not even Muslims? Were the Kanuri not some of them Muslims? And some other northern ethnic groups that are in the Baji and all the other groups in the north. They were all still Muslims, but the Fulani didn't care about Fulanization conquest. It's a like you said, it's a takia where they say, oh yes, we are Muslim, but at the end of the day, it's a Fulani emir that must be in charge. It's a Fulani imam that must be in charge. It must be us who will be ruling. You might be Muslim, but you are not really Muslim with us. So any Biafran who believes that he wants to be a Muslim, I'm sorry for that person, because at the end of the day, he will fall the same way that the northern Emirates cities and kingdoms fell to the Fulani conquest. They were all Muslims too. They have all been going to Mecca for centuries, for decades and centuries. They've all been trading with the Arab world and North Africa. But when the the Fulani came, the Fulani didn't care about that. The Fulani said, your Muslim is a little bit not up to par, to standard. So them in Biafra land, who they always say they want to move out, you're still trying to say you want to be one of them. That person is a joker of the highest order. I'm sorry. Let me land my plane here. Thank you.
Thank you. Because if they now come and tell you that your Muslim is not 100% Muslim, then what is the essence of joining them? What is the essence of joining them and sabotaging your own people? So at the end of the day, where you came from is very, very important, because at the end of the day, you have to go home. So where will you go to?
Sister Stella, they are doing it to conquer and to force you. You know, Islam doesn't ask you to join, they force you. So if they conquer you, they can automatically force you to become. They know you're not one of them, you don't believe. Do you think they believe that Tinubu is a true Muslim? Tinubu's wife is a pastor, from what I heard, and I've heard that they have made a threat against her to have her killed. So they don't believe that Tinubu's Muslim conversion is real. So it's you that is a Biafran from the land of the rising sun, of the land of God. You think they will believe your conversion? They are just playing, you are allowing them to play with your mind. You know, all they want is an opportunity to come in. Once they are in, you are eliminated. Just like our brother said, they come in, they just want to overpower you by the game they are playing. And once they have come and they say, all of you say, oh, we have agreed to boom, one after the other, you are eliminated. And the majority will become them. All the other countries in all over the world, who they have taken over. Look at England now. Who do you see that is visible? Is them. Turkey. Where they not Christian? Where is that Christian visible? They are hiding. Some people don't use their head. You think you're going to make a brother and sister with these people? I said it. There was a time I told you guys I had a girl that I was driving to work. At my, I was giving her a ride sometimes when I'm at work. She told me that her grandfather was a Fulani. He said the Fulanis don't like to share. They don't like to share. When they come in, they want to take everything for themselves. So you think if they're going to share with you, all they are doing is to completely emasculate you. They have taken over the north. They believe that they can conquer the southwest. That's why they are not worried about them. Their goal is the southeast. If they can conquer the southeast, the rest of it is a breeze. And then what are they going to do? They start chopping your heads one by one. If you think they love you, you have lost your way. So it's either you wake up or we will help you, send you along with them. You become an obstacle on the journey we are going to. You're going to be removed.
I like this one. Is either they wake up or we'll send them with their father to where we'll be sending them to Futa Jelon.
We don't have no time. If they like, they should
Fulani,
keep hanging around
Fulani are
there,
not good to
bunkering and
read.
bunkering. Enough of this nonsense. You have bunkered
Fulani
enough. You
are
should go
bad.
and enjoy what you have bunkered.
Thank you. We have a new speaker here, Joe Dike.
Yeah,
Can you have the mic, sir?
yeah, okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, Fulani, I know Fulani very well. Yeah, Fulani is not people that you can live with. Myself, I grew up in the north, so I knew them very well. So with the Biafrans, we have to be. You getting me? So with the Biafran, we have to stand up on our feet, support our Prime Minister Simon Eba. He's doing a great job. So let us push them out of our community. Let them go back where they come from. Thank you. I don't have much to say now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe Dike. Our minister, Ugo 247 is here. Sir, you have the mic, sir.
And they will Stella. I am angry. That's why I have not been coming. Because all this food you have been cooking, you have not been giving me. So I decided to stay away now. Since there are people you give
Thank
your
God
food to.
I'm not alone now.
Okay,
Aya,
you too, you are protesting
aya,
as
you're
well, huh?
angry.
Yes, Minister. Protesting
All
seriously.
right. Thank God. We are many. So, my dear beloved sister Stella, I greet you, Ronnie, every other person here. I can see my brother Ugo. I'm calling those I know where I don't meet before, where I don't shake hand, but I never shake Stella hand. Even if I say I'm no go greet shake him because you know they greet share food. I greet everybody. Thank you. All protocols observed with love. With love. I see the fire they go on. The fire they go on. This one is beyond double silencer. It is going on. I love the spirit. Thank you all. Um and what is happening? I want everybody to understand. And I've been waiting since 2 days ago to see the so-called Igbo whatever space and the master, demon master, and so on and so forth to discuss why the data killing and data community being burnt and their family, their business, their ships, their canoes, their boats they use for fishing burnt. None of them came up till now. None of them is discussing anything. They went into hiding. You see, there's something we must understand. When you look, I blame our people. Like Itompolo is kingdom in making sure, I beg, somebody that make noise. I been the one cut the
Tina,
one cut.
Tina, Tina, can you mute your mic?
Okay, sorry.
Tina, can you mute your mic? Thank
Sorry.
you.
Okay. So when you look at the problem now, the problem is that they are always using us against us. Now, since last year and then or since last year to now, all you be hearing oil bunkering. They caught this ship oil bunkering. They caught some people bunkers. They caught this one in the creek. Who are those people? They are catching or arresting or that are those doing the bunkering. They are Biafrans, right? Good. Now we all know there are minerals uncountable. We have tin, we have is it uranium, we have californium, we have gold, I think diamond as well in the north. People are mining them. We see evidences that they are being mined. Have you ever heard for once that there is a committee or military task force minding or sent or deployed to monitor the illegal mining of any form of oil or gold or californium or anything? But our people cannot see this. They don't think towards this direction. Now, today again is about the peace talk or peace mission. I've never heard in my life that Nigeria have peacekeeping force in military that is only existing in Biafra land. People are being sacked from their communities. You have never, and the bandits, as the Gumi call them, the terrorists that give the Christmas name or baptismal name in the name of bandits, are telling you, come, let us rapport. Through their spokesperson called Alhaji Gumi, is telling you that you need to negotiate with these people. That is a kind of peace talk. Why are you not sending these people? Excuse me, this is why I don't want to talk. Why are you not sending the military to go and hold the peace talk or peace mission with the terrorists that are killing people in the north and the middle belt everywhere? Every day we hear numbers. Today again, over 100 were kidnapped, over 100 were killed in Kaduna State. Houses were burned, communities taken over. Nobody is discussing all this. And now in our own land, in Biafra land, I don't care what you call it, whether you call them Delta or Koma or Ueli, or I'm not interested. It's Biafra land. In Biafra land, they are keeping peace. Then what peace are they keeping? You see, one thing we must understand with these people, when they come, they create chaos. Just the exact thing you see the UN and the Americans and the United States and the EU are doing. Like where they find peace, they will go there and stay outdoors. By the time you start running up and down, jamming your brother, hitting face to face, head to head, you hit your brother, you think your brother is your problem. Excuse me, you start fighting your brother, they will start making your resources. This is what is happening in Libya. This is what is happening in Angola. This is what is happening in Liberia. This is what is happening in Congo. And this is what they are bringing in Biafra land today. They come there, there was no problem, and there was no way they could have been stealing the oil or whatever resources they found there, other than to create problem and wipe away the community. And the remaining ones, they will chase them out of that community so that there will be nobody there to disturb them or to spy them when they will be stealing whatever they're stealing. Remember, this exact thing happened in Uguta, in Izombe. This exact thing now happening in Delta happened in Uguta. And our people are there hailing government. Go to news today, all they are saying, hey, military killed. What about the Biafrans that has been dying? What about those that the military killed during Tinubu's election? What about the markets and buildings and properties that were destroyed? Who is discussing those ones? What about Biafra land that military come and shoot and kill on daily basis and nobody is discussing? But now, it's evil, it's sacrilege. They have committed abomination. That land is evil. They are wicked. The people that came to restore peace, Who told you there was no peace in their land? Now, that's one. Another thing and another question I want us to ask. How do you think community that have no arms, community that have no gun, community that have no bullet, that have no grenade, were able to neutralize about 20, 21 or 25. You know, one thing with these people is that they don't tell you the truth. They can't tell you the truth. At the first, they told you there were 8. Another news told you there were 12. From 12, we got 16. From 16, we got 21. Maybe another somebody will still come up to tell you there are 30 tomorrow. Now, let's assume there are 21 army personnel. Now, how is it that unarmed people, even if there are 1,000, were able to overwhelm armed trained soldiers with their commanders? Without these soldiers being able to bring down even one of them, how manage? How it happen? Which story be this? Who they trick who they deceive who? Because I've been thinking, how is it that the youth in the community, as they said, they lured them, they told them to come, that there are problems, come and make peace, and they ran to make peace. They ran to make peace with their guns, so not without guns. They ran there, excuse me, to make peace with their guns and arms and grenades and knives, and they were not able to cut even one single person. They could not even cut one person. They could not shoot. They could not put their trigger. I wonder the kind lie and the kind lie where they cook, they bring to people. You know, the truth is that they will never tell you what exactly happened. This is why they cannot carry out investigation, because they already know what they are doing. This is a very well planned thing to make sure that they send the people out. How can you not carry out investigation and you already burn down the community and chase the whole people away? Why? I will hang my microphone here. Stella, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for coming around. Ronnie, you have the mic before we go to David.
Thank you, my sister Stella. Thank you, Tina. And the minister, thank you, David. Biafra Foreign League, Ugo Emeka, and the gentleman, Mr. Snow, Chinwe, Betty, and the rest of the people in the house, I greet you all. You know, I've been wondering what really happened all this while. How come the so-called soldiers were killed by the so-called youth until Biafra Fallen Legion came and laid it to bear? And I got to know that, oh, really, this is a conflict between bunkerers who are doing bunkering, and at the end of the day, these people now use it as an opportunity to kill us again, the Biafrans. This is what they always do. This is planned, like as our honorable minister said, is a planned thing. It is planned because how come, the question everybody should be asking is, how come these people, they say they call them, so at the end of the day, these youths, the same village that don't have good water, that don't have anything, now have arms, the youth as they claim, and now disarm and dislodge about how many soldiers? 16 soldiers. None of them were shot and none was caught. That's unbelievable. They just want to find an opportunity. They are even caught in their lie. So they are looking for an opportunity to do what they are doing today. Look at that. Immediately, everybody, our PM started getting angry and was, spitting fire on the incident. They now went and deleted the video. You people didn't see it because they knew exactly what they want to do. They planned this thing. They have been looking for opportunity to kill us, because this same thing that is happening today It's the same thing as our honorable minister said that happened in Uguta. Look at how they went there. They raised the whole place down. But this thing happened in Jos Plateau recently. Nothing was done to the community. Is it in Kaduna? Name it. Nothing was done. As like you said, these things they do it deliberately. It's a deliberate act to wipe us all. As onye iro gbara gburugburu na-eche ntị nche. So you Biafrans, you that are telling, they will be telling you you are part of this thing. You will be saying, I am Niger Delta, I am Shashat, I am this. Now that they have raised down the village in Urobo, they didn't see you people as Niger Delta different. They didn't treat you differently. They treated you equally the same way they are treating your brothers Igbos, the Biafrans. So we are in together with this thing. So if you think that it's not going to get to you, then you are making a mistake. It's high time you make up your mind and join. And you youths, I'm talking to you, these youths that are skilled, like Biafra Foreign League said, you should wake up now and join. We are in the liberation phase. This is not the time to start doing your bunkering or whatever, because when Biafra comes, you will not have room for that, because you will be able to have your resources and handle it and use it the way you want to develop your place. So this is the time to join hands. All hands should be on deck. All hands should be on deck, and let's get out of these people. These people don't like us. Since 1945 till now, they have been killing us. And let me tell you, when they come, they will not say, oh, let's differentiate the Igbos from the Urobos, from the Jaws. They will call you Igbo. They will kill you. So we are in together for this. So if you are still, at the sideline, you better join. You better come in. Because this thing that is happening is an eye opener to those people, you that are claiming Shashat. It's an eye opener to you. These people are at war. Now they say they went for peacekeeping mission. Which peacekeeping mission? Really? Peacekeeping mission. But I thought you guys said there's no war. So you are now agreeing with the Biafra Republic government in Israel that you are come again to fight us and that we are at war with you. But before now you said there's no war. Everything is over. You are on peacekeeping mission in the peaceful eastern state. Now the ravaging north, you don't go peacekeeping mission. What you do is you send the Biafrans to the north, and they are being reduced in number. And I heard today that about 500 of them, of the Biafrans, have resigned from the military. If that story is true, it means that our message is penetrating. No, you will send them to the north to go and kill themselves there. You will be using your people to reduce them. When you now come to the east, you will not get your army and start, bombarding the whole place. And you'll be telling us that you're on a peace mission. Really? We are not stupid this time around. We know the game you are playing. But believe me sincerely, we will win you in this game. This time, this is 1967, not even, this is 2024, not 1967. This time around, that's we know what you are in for. We know why you came to our land. Forget all these lies you are lying. You went to a community and raised the whole place down. You didn't even fish out the people. When it happened in the north, you start telling us to investigate properly and fish out the people. We Biafrans of this generation, we know exactly what you are doing, and you will not go unpunished. We will revenge. It's as simple as that. We will not allow you again to come and kill us and get away with it. No way. It's not going to happen. Thank you, my sister. I yield for now.
So, Ronnie, but is it possible that up to the number of the soldiers they said died? You understand? They said, it sounds like Takia to me.
Yes, see, my sister Stella, these people, they always lie. They when they are caught in the act, they start lying. Remember when they say 8 people died? With the Azumi there, they came again, they say 10, 16, 20. Before this week we run out, you will hear that it's about 200 people that you know what they do. They always like to cover up. They always like to lie. How is it possible that a mere youth will not dislodge 16 or 20 trained soldiers? Have you ever seen it on the so-called peaceful mission? Even if a little baby can believe this lie, these people, they are on evil mission to kill us all, but they have failed. They have failed. Their plan is dead on arrival. Not this time. Not this time. We are smart. I am Mwanya. Like Otunwa Mwanya, we always I will counter him. I some Nande Mwanya. It's not only Otunwa Mwanya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. David, you have the mic, sir.
Thank you, Sister Stella. I really appreciate everyone who are on the space. I greet you, Sister Tina, Ronnie as well. I appreciate you, our ministers in the house. Ugo 247, Mazu, Ugo Chuku. The list is endless. I really greet every one of us. Yeah, since morning I've been here. Unfortunately, I've been kicked out, in, out, and in. And thank God I'm here today. Yes, what I want to say concerning what is going on is that, just like our minister said, and as well reiterated by Ronnie, you know, for you to kill a dog, you have to just give it a bad name. Give it a bad name, then you can eliminate it based on the fact of the allegation that you put upon them. This is actually what the military are doing in our land. Unfortunately, there are likes of Ukbabia Sika and Ifajuna in our own land as well, whom they use to penetrate us. You see, it is really very sad, very sad indeed, that what they are doing in Biafra land cannot happen in the north. In the north, where people are being killed like chickens, the military cannot hold any peace parade or peace talk in the north. They come to a peaceful land and they say they are holding peace, whatever, using that avenue to kill our youth, destroy whatever makes us a people. It's really sad. The little I want to contribute is that our people, our Biafrans from Uheli, from Delta, should wake up to the realization that the time has come for them to really come out in full to defend their land. Because this is just an avenue to come and kill our people. And if you say you are not Igbo, unfortunately, when they are burning your communities, when they are burning your market or burning your properties, they don't sideline the ones who are Igbo, who are Delta, who are Niger Delta, and all the rest of it. Every one of us is inclusive, and they would like to destroy every one of us, irrespective of what you call yourself. So I'm just using this opportunity to encourage our brothers from that side, just like our Prime Minister have said, to be very vigilant, very courageous, and very brave to stand against these terrorists who have come to destroy, because the time has come for our people from that side to wake up to the responsibility of knowing fully well what they actually want, their freedom or one Nigeria. There is no two ways about it. If you don't fight, they are going to kill you. If you fight as well, they will kill you or you kill them, but it's better you fight and die with honor and dignity. They have been taking our natural resources, stealing it, and living a better life for it. Leaving us at the mercy. Look at the vicinity that they have come to burn properties and burn houses of people. People who are living not under normal conditions, living on water. People who have not witnessed any federal presence. anything that they can be proud of to say that, oh, our government is taking care of us, our government is responsible to us, our government is doing this and doing that. But when they come, they don't consider all those things. As long as you are Biafra, as long as you are Igbo, they don't care whether there's government presence in your area. As long as you have a natural resources, they don't care whether those natural resources are being used to develop your area. They will take it, and when you speak, they take you out of the way. It is not today it has started. It started long time ago. And it is only left at this particular time for our people to resist them to the maximum. And just like Ronnie said, this is 2024. The world have moved on. The world have advanced. Biafra has advanced as well. Biafrans are now prepared. We have laid our life. We have laid bare to fight for that which is so dear to us, which we know we will benefit from, which is Biafra. Biafra is so dear to us. So no matter what they do, they can never deter us. They can never discourage us from making sure that we fight and get this freedom at this particular time, because a lot of people have died for it. And there's nothing that can stop us from making sure that all these terrorists who have come to kill our people, who have been killing our people for a very long time, they are stopped at this particular time. Nothing can be able to stop us at this particular time. I will encourage our people to wake up. The lies of the Nigerian media, of the Nigerian state, is so smelling that if anybody can believe that you come in a community, oh, you are calling for peace, and all of a sudden, from no provocation, or you did not kill anybody, all of a sudden your soldiers are being killed. If you believe that, then you can believe anything. We know who they are. So we don't rely on Nigerian news. We know the real story. And it is time we begin to write our own stories the way it is. We give the information, because the Nigerian news media, they are known for their lies and propaganda. They just write to suit their narrative. But we have to start to correct that notion. That side of the news that they want to favor them. We have to make sure that we tell them that, no, this is not how it is. This is not what happened. We know actually what happened. And because they now understand that we know, and what they did or what they have done is a genocide against the people. That was why they have to go and delete it. But unfortunately, the social media don't lie. We have taken screenshot. We have taken every information we need to take concerning their invasion and their killings. So at this particular time, fellow Biafrans, let us have that mind of a rock that no matter what they do, it's not going to deter us. We are just encouraging our brothers from Uhele, from Delta, from old Delta State, to wake up to that responsibility and pick the bull by the horn and confront them in the way they have never witnessed, because that is the only language the Nigerian government and their terrorists understand. It is not about crying. We have cried enough. It is not about complaining. We have complained enough. This is time we meet them bomber to bomber, an eye for an eye, because they have dared the tiger, and therefore they are going to face whatever comes their way. Enough of all this. You see, it pains me a lot, because our leaders said we outnumber them even 100 times. We outnumber them. We have to now prepare to purchase the guns that you need to defend yourself, because they are going to come. They have given us a bad name in order to kill us. So they are still going to come. So every day and every Biafra from that region should get prepared for them at any particular time. Just like our Prime Minister tweeted some hours ago, you see them shooting in Delta State in the daytime, carrying guns in a vicinity where you have unarmed people, where you have people, children, mothers, who are doing one thing or the other. These people, these terrorists are carrying guns to scare people. It is time we tell them when they come, we confront them head on without having to look back. Unfortunately, our civilians have to bear the consequences. That is why we are holding back. But I want to encourage our brothers from that side of the aisle to be courageous and wake up to their responsibilities. The time to kill us and go scot-free has passed. Our Prime Minister have always maintained that. And for the likes of BiafraID and Ifa in the like of Tompolo and all the rest of them, their days of reckoning are coming, because if they can call themselves, they are militant, they have this, they have that, but they stay and watch their people being killed indiscriminately, it means that they themselves have a hand in what is happening. You see, when the enemy comes, he has to put misunderstanding between you and your brother in order for them to come and do whatever they want to do. If you want them to use you, well, that is your own prerogative. But one thing is sure, that when they use you, after using you, they will dump you. Just like when you serve Nigeria, you come back in shame. So, fellow Biafrans, it is really sad that a lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of Biafrans have lost their properties because of this terrorist state, this terrorist country that have continued to kill, that have continued to destroy and take away those things that are dear to us. The lives of our people do not matter to them. A peaceful state, they come, they kill at will, and they carry propaganda against our people. The time has passed. We are going to wake up and take them as they come, so that they will know that we no longer accept all these their terrorist tendencies in our areas. We should try as much as possible to support the government, because our Prime Minister is doing a lot with the Biafran Republic government in exile to make sure that all these things do not repeat itself in our communities. From Biafrans who are from Delta, who are from Uhelu, who are still sleeping, who are not supporting what the Biafran government is doing. It is now an opportunity for you to come on board and support the government in their fight against this terrorist Nigerian state. That is the only thing that can save you. Otherwise, these terrorists will have their field day in our communities. But unfortunately for them, it will not be Uhuru for them anymore. Because according to our Prime Minister, the BLA and Biafra Defense Forces will be sent to those areas to curtail these activities of these terrorists. And we pray when that happens, let them know that they have started a fight that they can never finish and they can never win. Because the Biafran people are out to protect the government are out to protect Biafrans and their properties and their lives. And nothing can stop us from doing that. I just encourage every Deltan, every Biafran in that area to make sure they join hands with the Biafran Republic government in exile and fight to finish, so that we can safeguard that which makes us so special and which are so dear to us. More importantly, the life of our people and their properties. It's so sad. But at the end, we are going to win. Support the self-referendum that is ongoing. Make sure you continue to vote and vote and vote, so that democratically, we are also going to win them. When the guerrilla warfare is ongoing, we are also going to defeat them. Because Chukwokika Abiyama has destined that this year, 2024, Biafra will come and nothing can stop it. Thank you. I yield my mic.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you. They are saying that on the peacekeeping. I don't know. That was how they were saying. There's another word they use again. Insecurity. Insecurity. Now it's peacekeeping. You know. Meanwhile, they are going there to bring insecurity. They are going there to bring problems and chaos and pandemonium in the community. Eh? These people, enough is enough of this. They attack us every day. So I wanted to ask, when will our Urobo brothers and Ijo, Bini, old Bini, when will they wake up to understand what's going on? Because it seems they've not been able to yet to identify their enemies. That their enemies are Nigeria government, Fulani Islamic Nigeria terrorist government. They are your enemies. When you have problem, don't go and call them. If you call them, you're calling your enemy to come and kill you. That's what it means. So please identify your enemies fast, so that you know how to defend yourselves. And like our minister said, let's join hands and carry USB to the finishing lines. This year, Biafra will be restored. What are you doing? Are you supporting? Have you voted? Are you assisting somebody to vote? See to it that you do so. So, Ronnie, some people, Ugo Chukwu, BLT, they knocked you out. Should we go into conclusions? Tina, I want to say something. Or Ronnie, can somebody hear me? Ooh. Seems I've been talking to myself. Can somebody hear me? Can somebody hear me?
I can hear you very clearly. You can hear you very clearly.
Ah, thank God. So, who wants to
Sorry,
speak?
I can hear you, Stella. I'm a bit busy. I'll join.
Okay. So, at the end of the day, we now understand what happened. I understood what happened in Uroboland with Ijo. They went there, hit the two brothers together, and they started fighting, only to create a pandemonium, a problem that will make them to begin to kill them, and they started killing them. This is jihad going on, ladies and gentlemen. We must understand it. So, and our government, Biafra government, have told us to forget any differences we are having with our brother this time. Forget it for now. Let it die for now until we restore Biafra. And then everything will be resolved. Stop allowing Fulani Islamic Nigeria government to deceive you, to hit your head with your brother's head together. And you guys will go on fighting. Whilst they are taking over your land, taking your mineral. In fact, this time now, they entered into your community to kill a lot of you. Eh? But I know it's them bringing up this takia because they will see them. Whenever you hear any news from them, just turn it the other way around. Take the opposite. Because it was them that started this thing. That brothers, they were fighting. The Europe and the Joe were fighting. They went to. How, if you want to resolve problems, is it not police you're supposed to call or send? How come you now send army? And from nowhere, you now said that the youth now killed your armies. Before it was 7, now 10, 18. Before you know it, you say 100. Just to justify the killings and the burning down of houses you did. As if it's not enough. You're still killing them. As I speak, your armies are there in the community, killing them as I speak. What is that? Ladies and gentlemen, is Islamic jihad going on in Nigeria and in Biafra land. They are making sure they wipe out anybody that refuses to accept Islam. As they are taking your land, taking your mineral resources, killing you, moving you to IDP camp or refugee. I don't even know how somebody can be a refugee in his own or her own supposedly country. That's the abomination they created. So please, all Biafrans must join hands. Let's carry USB, United States of Biafra, to the finishing lines this year. Thank you, Minister David. Can we go to Simon? Simon Eba Ndidi. No, Simon Eba Ikuku, the gentle breeze. You have the mic, sir.
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon to you all. You guys are really doing wonderful job, and especially Sister Stella. You are really on top of the game. What I have to say is that in Igbo language or Igbo proverb, there is this adage that said that Odorarogie Oda. In other words, you see, sometimes all these things that happen, let me say, all these things happening almost at the same time now, is happening for a purpose. All the waves, the cloud gatherings, the unveiling of different type of secret, both hate speeches, everything is happening for a purpose. It's happening so that those who have eye can see. Those who have brain can comprehend. Those who really want to be free can get their freedom. Everything you see now happening is not ordinary. It's happening for a purpose. And sometimes it's good all these things happen for those who don't believe you, or those who don't believe in their freedom, or those who don't believe what our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying, to see for themselves. Because sometimes experience teaches fool. And most of the time, the lesson you learn the hard way is the lesson you never forget. Why am I sounding this way? You see, some of these our brothers who always pretend they don't know what is going on, who always think that all that is happening in Nigeria is Igbo man problem. Now, one way or the other, is getting to them, either partially or impartially. And most of this thing getting to them is for them to know that there is this adage that says that ọkpa fụrụ ebe a na-ebe anụ ọkụkọ na-amụ ya amụ, onwe ka aka siri rụọ ọkwa ahụ. The same way si ebe anụ ọkụkọ ka a esi ebe ya. Let me try to translate it in English for those who don't hear Igbo. And a guinea fowl who was flying and saw how they was butchering a fowl or a chicken, and tried to mock the system they were butchering a chicken. When mistakenly that guinea fowl is being caught, the same way they butchered the chicken is the same way, the same system they are going to butcher that guinea fowl. You see, it have come to a time that our brothers, in fact, not even only South or this thing, any person, anything called Christian in Nigeria to unite and fight for their freedom. Because as it stands now, it's only Biafra that is saving everything called Christian in Nigeria. Only Biafrans that is saving them not to have been run over. But most of them take this for granted. Yesterday, I was in a space where an Edo guy was speaking, and on his words, he was like, Satanas, you have to do this. Satanas, you have to do that. And in his conclusion, that for them in Edo land, they know that they have been that the Fulani is everywhere, that the Fulani has surrendered them, but they trust themselves. They can do this, they can do that, they can do. Then I waited until he finished with his blah blah. I asked him, do you think that this is only Igbo man problem? And he tried to answer me, yeah, you know that it's not only Igbo man problem, but for them in Edo. I told him, listen, no matter how strong you think you are, no matter how fortified you think you are, no matter how giant you think you are, not when an enemy get hold of you inside your house or inside your room, or when the enemy outnumbers you, no matter how strong you are, you can maybe be lucky to take one or two. They will take you down. Because those who knows what you knows, and they are planning ahead of you, they always have upper hand against you. I told him that this is now, as it stands now, this is not Igbo man business. If you are not talking to your brothers, it's time you start talking to one or two people to know how you can liberate yourself. I also told him that as it stands now, this is not a talk of Biafra. This is a talk of a war or a fight of survival. You guys should try to talk to each other and see that you put all hands are on deck to liberate, to be free first. Then if you want to go your way, you can go your way. But by then, you know that you are free. But as it stands now, you think it's only Igbo man business. Bro, when it comes, it's going to consume you. Because Igbo man is planning how to free himself. And another thing we have to understand is, let me say this. You know, most of you guys here have made this comment about the media. The truth is that Fulani in this their jihadist plan. They killed the Onreke. They divided themselves and they know the people who are not capable to fight physically with them. So they give them the media job to replace them, to fight for them through that media side. And the truth is that, you see, this often manner people, 80 or 90% of them don't look you with good eye as an Igbo man. These often manner people, they are worse than the Fulanis. For those who understand them, they are worse than the Fulanis. In fact, most of them they will come as a friend, just to know your mind, just to follow you with this Fulani takia, to know your mind. Then they will go to deliver what they got from you to their masters. But what surprises me is that if these often manner people really think that Fulani will spare them at last. Why did I say this? I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria, just to be precise. In my childhood in Jos, I have witnessed a lot of riots, because even the side I live in Jos is like war front. Any person who knows Jos, Katako, I live around that Busabuji. It's like war front. And I was fortunate to have these Fulani friends, because I learned this truck mechanic, a very big truck mechanic. So we are mixed up there. So some of this riot time, it will happen that the riot will happen and everybody will run or scamper for safety. Maybe after some weeks, after the riot everywhere have calmed down, then we will return to work. Then from there you will know those who are being killed and those who survived the riot. But there is this particular riot that happened. That particular riot, I will try to find out the year that particular riot happened in Jos. But because that is very special riot, that the Fulanis didn't only, because that year they find it difficult to kill Igbos, just they normally do. That year, the Igbo leader in Jos, called Ejimbe, really prepare our boys that year. So they started the riot as usual. Then the Igbos faced them in Jos, and now they lost a lot of men in that riot. Now they got angry and faced the often manner people, the Yorubas, who thought that they are Muslims like them. They face them in Dilimi. Any person who is in Jos here should turn up. This places I'm calling is very familiar. They faced them in Dilimi and killed a lot of them because of the anger that they lost a lot of men in that riot, because they didn't expect that the Igbo will revolt like that. Thank God to Ejimbe that season. So they faced these Yoruba people and kill a lot of them in Dilimi. So after that riot lasted like a week and some days. So everywhere returned to normalcy, and we went back to workshop. In our workshop, we are having like this deliberation and discussion, about those who lost their life and the places the riot was very serious, and there is this news that in that Delimi, because that Delimi is little bit far from our workshop. But why we normally go that Delimi is because that is where we buy truck pass. That area is meant for truck pass. So there is this news that most of the Yorubas here were killed by the Fulanis and the Hausas. And we were shocked. How comes? How comes? So there is this friend of mine, Fulani. And later I was like trying to tease him, why even now you guys, because even me in my heart also I was happy. I know exactly what happened is because of the anger that they lost that very season, that very riot. I tried to tease him. I said, why is it that even now you guys even kill your fellow Muslim Yorubas? He told me, who is your fellow Muslim this thing? I told him the Yoruba, are these people not praying together with them, with you guys? This one, I just trying to, Do you know what the guy told me? This always ring bell on my mind every time I see these Yoruba people doing this their nonsense. The Fulani guy, Yaro, told me, he called me by name. He told me, he said, just forget about these people. If it's not because of, in Hausa is telling me, if it's not because of the religious issue between Igbos and Hausa people, that I should believe him. He swear that I should believe him that Hausa people, the Fulani people, even trust Igbos more than the Yorubas. I said I was shocked. Really, I was shocked. I asked him, why do you say that? He told me, did I really believe that they trust any person who can change like the weather anytime? In my mind, I was shocked. I said, wow. Wow. So no matter how you pretend to be, for the Fulani to like you, they know who is who. They are just using you to achieve their aims at that particular time. When they feel that you are getting wise, they will know how to bring you down because you already think that they are your brothers. And when they are coming, you will think that, as usual, they are coming for informations. So that is why I pity the Yorubas in their media propaganda, because they don't really know what they are doing. They don't really know what they are doing. And again, I'm using this opportunity to advise our fellow Biafran or any of our Christian brother here. If you have a brother in the army or police, it's time you start calling them in order. If there is something controlling them that they cannot use their mind again to reason what is happening and how the Fulanis are using them to fight their jihadist war, call them in order and take your time to explain all these things to them, because the Fulani is like You know, most of this their jihadist agenda is fought through the military. For example, now, among the names called among these slain soldiers, now you can see an Igbo man there. They will use you to fight to an extent. When they see that you are getting more wise, or you are beginning to have sympathy for your people, or you have begin to develop that feelings of the innocent blood that you are killing, they will send you to a journey of no return. A journey of no return is a journey that maybe they will send you to a mission and call the bandits or their terrorist group in the north and give up your direction. They will ambush you guys and kill you guys, because they know that they at least they have achieved a lot from you. So it's time, if you are from Middle Belt especially, because you can see what is happening since these days. Of recent, this data issue now, you can see the hate, the tweet from the Afonjas and the northern, some of these northern youths. To do what? To wipe you off, to clear you, to kill you, to burn down your villages, to destroy everywhere. Did any person who like you, will any person who like you suggest or instigate such a word to the military? It's time those who don't believe in freedom begin to believe in freedom, because these people are not looking you with good eye. They are just pretending because of what they are getting from you. They don't love you. And it's a time for every person, especially the Christian brothers in that zoo, in that Nigeria, to begin to use their common sense to think who like you, who can you live close with without problems, who think good, who think well for your people, who among these two tribes have human sympathy, who among the two tribes in this country called Nigeria can be able to live in harmony with each other, who especially who behave like me, who among this tribe who behave like me. Now we are not talking of Biafra. Who behave like me, who like killing. Did I kill like these people, or did I